My little sprout, I can see that look on your face. That serious look you get when you're trying to figure something out. You're staring at that family tree assignment like it's a riddle wrapped up in a mystery, aren't you? You've got all these names and lines and branches, and you're turning it this way and that, wondering how to make it all fit. Family trees are tricky things, you know. They might look simple, like a tree that grows straight up with all the branches lined up just right. But, my little sprout, real families don't always grow in perfect lines. And our family? We're more like a family garden than a family tree. I know what you're thinking. A garden? But family trees have branches and roots and leaves, Maitu. That's true, my little one. Family trees are often drawn with neat branches, but real families? Oh, they're far more interesting. You see, a garden has all kinds of different plants and flowers, each growing in its own way. And sometimes, families are more like gardens than trees. In a family garden, you've got flowers that bloom tall and bright, plants that grow close to the ground, and vines that twist and turn every which way. Some flowers even pop up where you don't expect them, spreading a bit of surprise and color everywhere. And that's what makes our family garden so special. It's filled with all kinds of different blooms, each adding its own beauty to the patch. Imagine trying to fit Auntie Mimi with her big laugh and silly jokes on a neat little branch of a family tree. She'd be a flower that blooms in every direction, laughing all the way. And Guka? Oh, he'd be a strong old tree with deep roots that keep us all steady, the kind you can lean on when you need a bit of strength. In our family garden, my little sprout, there's room for all kinds of plants. You don't have to worry about fitting into a straight line or following someone else's path. You're here because of the love that planted you in this garden. And that love helps you grow tall, bright, and exactly as you are. You look at me and I can see that glimmer of curiosity in your eyes. But Maitu, you say, doesn't family mean we all have to look the same or come from the same place? Oh, my little sprout, let me tell you something funny about family. Real family isn't about looking the same. It's about growing together, side by side, no matter where each of us began. Think of it like this. If all the flowers in the garden were exactly the same, it wouldn't be much fun, would it? A garden with just one color would feel a little plain, a little empty. That's why our family is a garden, filled with colors and shapes that bloom in different ways. You, my little sprout, are like a bright flower right in the middle, surrounded by all these beautiful plants that each add their own color to the garden. Now maybe you're wondering, if our family is a garden, does that mean my first family isn't my real family? Oh, my little sprout, that question makes me smile. Real family? Oh, we're the real deal, all right. Who else but real family knows that you like to do that funny little dance after dinner? Or that you love putting too much cheese on everything you eat? We're as real as they come, my grandson. Just like the roots in a garden that stretch deep into the ground, holding everything together. Your first family, they're like the roots that started your journey, the ones that brought you into this world. And we're the family that gets to watch you bloom every day, to cheer you on, to laugh at all your silly jokes, and to love every part of who you are. In our family garden, each of us has a place, and each of us belongs. And that's what makes it real, my little sprout. It's not about looking the same or having the same roots. It's about the love that grows around you, the love that helps you grow strong. You're still holding that family tree assignment, looking down at all those lines and branches, trying to make sense of it. And that's okay, my little sprout. Sometimes, when we try to put family into neat boxes and straight lines, it just doesn't feel quite right. That's because family isn't a puzzle you solve. It's a garden you grow. And in this garden, we're all connected by the love we share, the laughter that fills our days, and the memories we make together. And let me tell you, if we were to draw our family, I'd need more colors than you can count. We'd have bright blooms for your cousins, flowers that spread in all directions for Auntie Mimi, and some strong, steady trees for Guka and your papa, holding us all steady. And right in the middle would be you, my little sprout, the brightest flower of all. Now, when you work on that family tree assignment, don't worry too much about where each branch goes or whether everything lines up just right. Draw it the way that feels true to you. Make it a garden filled with every color and shape you can think of. And remember, each flower, each branch, each leaf is part of the same patch of earth, rooted in love. And when you look at that garden, know that it's as real as anything. Just like you, my grandson. Real family isn't about looking the same or following the same path. It's about growing together, even when our branches twist and turn in unexpected ways. So what if you put your crayons to work and draw a big, wild family garden instead? A garden with every color of the rainbow. A garden with vines that crisscross and leaves that stretch out in every direction. You can draw a big, bold flower for yourself right in the middle, with all of us growing around you, each of us adding a little bit of color, a little bit of joy, a little bit of love to your life. And don't forget Auntie Mimi, with her laugh that blooms louder than any other flower, and Guka, like a sturdy old tree that keeps us grounded. And Mama, oh, she'd be a flower that always leans toward the sun, warm and welcoming, always there to brighten your day. And maybe, just maybe, you can add a special place in that garden for your first family too, like roots stretching deep beneath the soil. Those roots might not be here to see the flowers bloom every day, but they're still part of the garden, still part of what makes you who you are. Because in a family garden, every part, roots, branches, leaves and flowers, contributes to the beauty, and every bit of it is real. When someone says, "So are they your real family?" remember this: real isn't about the branches or the names. Real is about who's there to laugh with you, to hug you, to know that you like extra cheese on everything. Real is the family who loves you through and through, no matter where you started or where you're growing. So, my little sprout, take that family tree assignment and make it your own. Draw it as big and as colorful as you want, with branches and flowers going every which way. And right there in the middle, put yourself surrounded by everyone who loves you, everyone who helps you grow. Because in this family garden, you're not just a part of the garden. You're the reason it's blooming brighter every day. Family is like a garden, my little sprout. Each of us grows in our own way, but we're all rooted in love, sharing the same soil, growing together. And in this family garden, there will always be a place for you to bloom.